Yes, and welcome to Movie 101. Movie 101 is created to empower movies itself. And another week, another great episode with my legendary co-host, Mr. Bob Lennon.
Hey Daniel, is this different music this week? You got some kind of funky music going on this
Yes. Oh my goodness, it's a comedy time. I hit the
week.
wrong button. This for my Music 101. Well, I'm
That's all
promoting
right.
Music 101. People, this is our music intro. Music 101 available in any podcast
Oh, look at
platform.
that. He
Yes.
spun it right around and said, "Hey, listen to my other show."
Music 101. And it's the right thing. Okay.
That's okay. Oh, there we
Yes.
go. That's more
Here we
familiar.
go. Thank you, Mr. Bob, for promoting my Music 101. Okay, another great episode. Mr. Bob?
Yeah. Oh no, it's going to be fantastic here. We're talking. It's almost Halloween,
Yes.
right? So we have to have a scary movie. We had a scary movie last week, which was kind of a horror comedy, an early horror comedy. It was called Fright Night from 1986. This week, because there's going to be a new show on HBO called Welcome to Derry, we're going to talk about It from
Yeah.
2017. The Stephen King book made into a movie set in Derry, Maine. It's the summer of 1989. A group of bullied kids band together to destroy a shape-shifting monster which disguises itself as a clown
Oh
and
my God.
preys on the children of Derry, their
Mm.
small Maine hometown. There he is.
There he is.
Pennywise is the clown.
Oh,
So
I
this
just,
movie, I had not seen it when it came out, so this is new to me, and it's new to you. There may be some spoilers, just so you know.
I
I'll try to
love
say something.
spoilers.
But this movie starts. This movie's great. It's a very scary movie, especially it has lots of jump scares. It's a very moody movie, like scary mood, right? So even the
Mm.
atmosphere of the movie is very, very well made. The kids who starred in this were fantastic as the small town kids from 1989, and they had the period just right because I was there. I was a small town kid in 1989, so I know exactly what they're talking about.
Oh.
I wasn't in
Amazing.
Maine, but
Hmm.
we had our own version of Pennywise and our own adventures. Doing things we shouldn't have been doing down by the creek. So, but the
Spooky.
movie starts out with a bang. Georgie and his brother Bill are Bill's helping his brother make boats, and Georgie wants to take him outside and have them float in the rainwater that's going down the street. And Georgie does that, and he gets to the drain, and the boat goes down into the drainage system, the sewer system.
Interesting.
And he looks down there to see if he can see his boat, and guess who he sees right off the bat?
Who is it, Mr. Bob?
Down in the
Spoilers.
sewer is Pennywise the clown.
Oh my gosh.
And so Pennywise is down there, and George is like, what are you doing down in the sewer? And he's got his boat, and he lures Georgie closer to him. And here's a little bit of a spoiler: Georgie dies.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Mm.
Georgie dies. so
Georgie dice.
so Georgie, and it's very well. The suspense is very good. I'm not doing it justice by just telling you that, but
Hmm.
as you watch the movie, Georgie gets closer to the. They amp it all up, and Georgie takes a moment to actually get uh, taken down to the sewers by Pennywise, and it's a very dramatic, horrifying death scene, which is just almost seen by the neighbor lady, but not quite. So that's our setup, right? That jumps us
Mm-hmm.
into the movie, and a year goes by, and now Bill is still haunted by the fact that they just think he's missing. At this point, I mean, originally, but he's gone for over a year, so they pronounce him dead, and other kids in Derry start disappearing
Mm-hmm.
in 1989. So it becomes a thing, right? So there's all these kids who are disappearing, and then we get to meet the losers. The losers are a batch of kids that kind of hang out together uh, in uh, in school, and then for the summer of 1989, they're the guys that have some adventures out in the world during the summer, and so that is made up of Bill and Ben, Beverly, Richie, Mike, and
Oh,
Eddie.
okay.
So yeah, it's really an outcast movie. But the thing is that Pennywise, that's Seth Green. I don't even know why he's on there. He's not in the movie.
He's not in the movie.
He's not in the movie at all.
Extra, probably extra.
No, he probably just at the premiere hanging out there. That's the guy who plays Pennywise right there, and his real
Mm-hmm.
life brother.
Mm-hmm.
He has the Pennywise has the red vest on.
Or this one.
Yeah, that one. That's Bill Skarsgård and his brother, Alexander Skarsgård. So the kids,
These are the
there's the
kids.
kids right there. They bring the kids together in an interesting way. So Ben is the new kid. He's got glasses on there. You have Stan, who's got the blue shirt on. You got Richie, who's in the middle there. Bev is in the skirt there, and Mike is over here in the red jacket. Bill is not in that picture. He's one of the losers as well. I don't know why he's not in that picture. But the interesting thing is, all of them have an interesting backstory. They do a very good job of building their backstories as the movie starts. There they all are together. They've got Bill in there now, along with Eddie. So
Mm.
yeah, they're all together. They're the losers. And so Ben is the new kid, and he's shunned because he's from out. He didn't grow up there. Mike, who is in the blue jacket there, he lives outside of town. They call him homeschool because he doesn't actually go to school. His parents had passed away, and he's being raised by his grandfather on a farm, and he has to do farm duties. And there's some other backstory in there about how his parents died, and some racial overtones there because he's obviously a kid of color. He's a black kid in a white town, and he's treated fairly poorly. There's Beverly. Beverly's dad is a creep, and her mom's not in the picture, and so her father is abusing her in some way, shape, or form. They're not overly clear, but it's pretty obviously that he's a very creepy, pervy kind of guy. And then if you go to Bill, obviously lost his brother, and he's very sad about that. That was Georgie there in the yellow coat.
Mm.
And then Eddie is the little guy there. He right there, he's got his hands up. He is a germaphobe, and his mother um, kind of plays into that. She's kind of, you know, encouraging him to be a germaphobe, right? Because she
Mm.
doesn't want him to leave. It's a situation where it looks like they don't. The good thing about this movie, they don't really totally explain everything. So
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's
You need to
mother
imagine.
seems to be a single mother by herself. You never see his father, and I think Eddie's mother doesn't want him to leave because she's got no one else in her life, and so she kind of is not really abusing Eddie, but she's, manipulating Eddie to think that he's always sick and can be sick, and he turned him into a germaphobe, right? So he has a hard time out in the world. That Stan that was back there, he is a little Jewish boy, and he's getting ready to do his bar mitzvah. But his dad is a rabbi and is very disappointed because he's not doing very well learning Hebrew.
Being a rabbi.
Yeah, and so yeah, his dad's really quite hard on him because he doesn't want he's the rabbi and he doesn't want he wants his son to be perfect, right? And so poor Stan has a lot of pressure on him, and that kind of gets to him quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, then Richie, though, the funny thing is Richie, he's probably the most normal kid. We don't see
Mm,
much of Richie's home life. And he's scared of clowns, which doesn't help that Pennywise is a clown, right? But he's scared of clowns, but we don't see why he's scared of clowns necessarily too much. And so he's the one that the backstory is not quite as tough. There's one of the bullies. That's the if you go back, yeah, he's the bully. He's the sheriff's kid, and he's just no good. He's got
mhm,
a couple of friends that terrorize the kids. Uh, you know, around town. They can drive. They're older, and the kids are always on their bikes, and they drive around terrorizing the kids and beating them up and so forth. And even poor Ben got cut. They
oh
cut in
wow.
his belly. They're trying to put their initials in his belly because he's kind of he's a little bit larger kid. So they were being ornery and so forth. So you have this small town. They do a great job of selling the small town aspect of it. The kids do a great job of being in the 80s. The bully is terrible. His friends are terrible. It really, to me, the funny thing was it really was an 80s movie, right? So if you go back
Mhm,
to the Goonies or movies like that in the 80s, like The Lost Boys or anything that had kids exploring the world, ET, this movie is very much like those movies. I mean, it has the je ne sais quoi of those movies, right? The mise en scène
mhm,
that made them what they are, which is that they captured kind of that time period and the idea of being a kid in that time period was you had a lot of alone time. There wasn't the internet. You couldn't do listen to podcasts all day, and you only had a couple of channels of television to watch typically, unless you were in a bigger city at that time where you had cable and whatnot. And so you did a lot of time, you just were out and about running around. And so being that way was, kind of interesting, right? So they really captured that time period. The kids really did a good job of reacting like kids would have reacted given the circumstance. Well, we get deeper. I think the movie's a little bit too long. It's a little over 2 hours long. Let me see if I can get the exact running time here. I think it's like 2 hours and 9 minutes, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's a
mm,
little long. I think they need to get into the Pennywise stuff a little. Pennywise comes and visits each one of these kids in their environ, right, in their house, and scares them greatly. And he's trying to lure them into the sewers so that he can kill them because he's killed these other children, right? And he talks about floating them. You're going to float, and it's all this very paranormal, kind of crazy stuff. But he can't kill them in their house, so all he can do is terrorize them, and he lives for the fear that he generates, right? So if he can scare them, he loves that,
mhm,
and he feeds off of that. That was one of the bullies there. But so eventually Bill, who's kind of the leader and the oldest, there he is with his brother. There's his brother minus his arm. Oh, I can't believe they showed that. He's got his arm bit off. But so Bill has he has a vision that his brother comes home, and then his brother runs away from him and tells him to follow him, and they figure out that Pennywise lives in this old abandoned house, typical haunted house kind of a situation. And so um the there's Pennywise. That's creepy, isn't it? Whew.
Too much
It's
creepy.
scary. So all the kids have their experiences, and then they band together to because Bill kind of rallies the troops to take them to the haunted house, and they're going to go kill Pennywise. And it turns out that in the basement of this house is an old well that's connected to all the sewer system in the town,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where Pennywise,
Live.
that lives. He lives in the sewers,
Oh.
and so they decide to go down into the sewers to get him, and chaos ensues, and all the kids are in peril, and and they finally figure out that if they're not scared of Pennywise, then that's Pennywise who's doing a thing with somebody's hand there.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. They're
I'm
eating
assuming
them.
that's Georgie's hand because he bit Georgie's hand off.
Oh. Oh.
So Pennywise, they realize that if they're not scared of Pennywise, he has no power over them, and so then they start beating him up. They can't really beat him up. He's a paranormal entity of some sort. They can't really kill him, but they can take away his power over them by not being afraid of him, right?
Mm.
And so, at the end, they at least subdue Pennywise because we know there's an It too. So obviously he comes back, right? So,
So
but
these eat one.
and we're
Oh.
gonna have Welcome to Derry. So obviously Pennywise is going to be in that, and but
Mm-hmm.
it's a truly scary movie with a lot of jump scares and a lot of you know scary stuff. And the interesting thing is that not all the scary stuff is Pennywise. A lot of the scary stuff is the lives that these poor kids have, right?
Mm.
Their parents abuse them, right? They've been exposed to um trauma, losing a sibling, or being forced to think that things are happening that really aren't happening. Being sick all the time, or being afraid of being sick all the time, and living in fear of the world. And so, all their parents kind of done them dirty. There's Pennywise down the sewer. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that's creepy, isn't it?
Spooky and
I
creepy.
got to give it to Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise. He is creepy as all get out. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
very, very creepy.
Did
Now,
he
there was
won?
what's that?
Did he won any accolade?
I think he did. I don't know that the movie won an awards. I know a lot of people were really taken by his performance, right? So let's see if I don't think that they won any awards though. I don't see any awards here, so
But anyway,
but
congratulations.
yeah, very scary movie, very scary for many reasons. And like I said, they did a really great job of capturing the time period and capturing this movie to be. I mean, there's all the clowns that Richie sees. Woo,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
creepy as well, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a very, very creepy movie. I can't imagine that Welcome to Deary the new series is going to be nothing but more creepy and gross and weird
Would you like
than
to
what this
watch it?
is. Oh yeah, you have to watch it. You're going to have to watch it, definitely. Now, let's go through some statistical things because I know you love the stats.
Yes.
So, and I'll give you some other things too. So, it was released in September 8th, 2017, here in the United States and Canada.
17. It's
Yeah,
been a
2017.
long.
It's been a while ago now, huh?
Yes.
They filmed it on location in Bangor, Maine. And Bangor, Maine used to be, I don't know if Stephen King still lives there, but he lived in Bangor, Maine when he wrote the book, It.
Oh, that's why.
And when he wrote a lot of his books, he was in Bangor, Maine, and had a house there for many, many years in Bangor, and may still live somewhere in the area. I know he still lives in Maine somewhere, but he may not live in Bangor anymore. But they shot it in Bangor over the summer. It was very idyllic town,
Yes.
small town. The budget was 35 million. It
Oh
made
my goodness.
$328 million.
The triple. Yeah.
Oh, more than no, 10
True.
times its
10
budget.
times. Please
Yeah.
give us the 1%,
Yeah,
please.
that's right. The opening weekend was $123,403,419, and worldwide gross is over $704 million. So it's a big money. Now you know why they're making Welcome to Deary,
Yes.
because this thing made a crap ton of money. So
A crap of ton of money.
it's a crap
Please
ton of money.
give us the 1%.
Yeah, just give us a little bit, right? Um, so, but the a couple of things here, uh, trivia pieces for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Pennywise only has 4 full minutes of dialogue in the entire movie. You
For
see him and he does some really creepy stuff, but he doesn't talk, but only for 4 minutes out of that 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
why.
That's wild, right? So Bill
Yes.
Skarsgård, he wore some prosthetic teeth because Pennywise kind of has buck teeth. Well, there he has the monster teeth, but when he's talking to the kids initially, he has these kind of buck teeth, and it made him drool constantly. But the director loved it. You can
Drew,
see there,
yes.
there's his buck
See,
teeth and the drool. He goes, he liked it. He thought it made Pennywise even more creepy.
by
And
drooling.
and then some of the dialogue from the kids uh, was improvised, and much of Richie and Eddie, two of the kids in the movie, improvised a lot of their lines and reactions to things. So, other thing, Andy Muschietti was the director. He stated in an interview that he specifically cast Finn Wolfhard, who played Richie, because he immediately recognized the shared similarities between Wolfhard and Richie, and that Wolfhard too had a burning need inside to express himself and be funny in real life, just like the character Richie does.
Just like
Now,
the
I don't know,
character.
I don't have this answer to this trivia, but I do know that Stephen King, at least in the past, maybe not for this movie, but if you are a new director, a young director, and you want to direct one of his books as a movie, he will sell you the rights for $1.
Oh,
So I don't
really?
know if they did that. Hopefully he got some of that millions of dollars they made on this movie, but I know that he did that for Shawshank Redemption, and he did that for a couple of other of his books, because he he made a lot of money early on because he did sell to Hollywood, and he found it off-putting. So he didn't like the way The Shining was made by Stanley Kubrick back in 1980, as well as some other ones. And so he took this tact where he flipped the script on everybody, and he'll sell it to a if a young director comes to him and presents their idea, he'll sell them the rights for $1 so they can make the movie.
Oh my God. Do you
Yeah.
think this is only $1?
I don't know. I don't know if this one was, but I know that he has in the past. So I don't know if he still does it. There's Finn Wolfhard as Richie right there. But
Hmm.
it is really an interesting take from Stephen King, because so many people want to make his movies. And so he kind of cuts everybody out. Basically, he gets to make those decisions, because what happens is, interestingly enough, he's now controlling Hollywood, because he wants to see what the filmmaker's going to do. And then he has a strict contract, I'm assuming, that they have to fulfill the vision that they presented to him, or else they can't use it. And so therefore he is now controlling his movies, where before they paid him a bunch of money and then did what they wanted. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that, I don't think. So yeah, interesting. Some crazy credits. The film title It appears at the start as the camera zooms out of the Deary sewer tunnel, and the title appears again in the closing credits with Chapter 1 added to it. So Chapter 1 wasn't part of the original title whenever you start watching the movies. The Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema logos are set amidst stormy weather and have an eerie glow around them, and the red balloon floats up beside the New Line logo. The red balloon is synonymous now with this movie. Pennywise can be heard laughing at the end of the closing credits, because you know what? They're going to do a sequel, and they did, called It 2.
Mm.
And
Do you
then,
think there's E3?
yeah, well, It 3 is Welcome to Derry, I'm assuming.
That
That's
will
what's
be. Oh,
happening. And then
okay.
the rabbi on the left in the synagogue scene is played by an actual Orthodox Jewish person named Moses Yehodelf. So there you go.
Here we go.
Some interesting stuff. But yeah, welcome to Deary is coming tomorrow. Well, we're recording this on the 25th of October, 2025. Welcome to Deary starts on HBO Max or HBO or Max or whatever they're calling themselves now.
Max.
On the 26th. On the 26th. So you can watch that. But I would say watch this movie first and maybe watch chapter 2 before you watch Welcome to Deary, but it's starting tomorrow.
But it's a series on HBO, right?
It's a series, yeah. It'll be I don't know how many episodes, probably 8 episodes, my guess is. That's what all of them are these days. So
8 or 10.
Yeah,
I hope
8 or
10.
10. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we'll check in with that because I'm sure I'm going to watch it. And maybe I'll just next time maybe we'll have a quick report on that, even though it's not a movie.
It's
just
a
to see
series.
how it's going. See if it holds up.
Yes. Compare the movie and the series.
Yeah. There you go.
Is it the same director for the series?
I do not think so. I think it's totally different.
So for sure, it's a big difference.
Now, I'm assuming that Bill Skarsgård is in there. He did such a good job playing Pennywise. They better have gotten him, which I think they did. But you know what? We might not see him for a while. It may be because it's a series. It'll be a slower thing. They won't have to introduce him right away because they can, take some time to build.
3rd episode.
So, yeah, and Deary is Bangor. It's the same town. I mean, they're just calling it Deary rather than Bangor, Maine, because I don't know why. I guess because they did in the movie, so it made it fictional.
Yeah, so Mr. Bob, to wrap up our discussion about Eat, kindly recommend them to watch.
Yeah, so what we do with popcorn buckets, right? So
yes,
I think
popcorn
5
bucket.
popcorn buckets. Yeah.
Popcorn bucket, what is?
5. I think it's 5. Definitely. 5 out of 5. This is a really great movie to watch. I mean, if you don't like scary movies, maybe you don't want to watch it. But if you like movies and very well-made movies with great stories, not to mention the fact that it's scary, you will want to see this for sure. It's a great movie.
For sure. So if you compare It to Conjuring.
The first Conjuring movie, they're very similar. Yes. I would say It probably is a little bit better than The Conjuring.
Okay.
A little bit. Maybe not even half a bucket.
Well, can we do Conjuring next week? Have you watched
I've seen that, so yeah, we certainly can if you'd like to.
Okay, because in honor of Halloween, people, we are doing Halloween movies.
Halloween movies, yeah. And also with Welcome to Deary coming out, you might as well catch up and watch it.
Yes, people. Another great episode on Movie 101 Review. Bucket, popcorn bucket. What you call it?
5 popcorn buckets.
5
full
popcorn bucket.
With extra butter.
Yes. Please do watch it. More to come, people. See you soon.